In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 16, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Indiana Pacers versus Cleveland Cavaliers. This Friday, the Indiana Pacers will travel to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tip-off will be inside the Rocket Mortgage Field house. These two teams have not faced one another this season, but both teams are coming into this game after picking up a win. The Indiana Pacers are coming into this one after defeating the Golden State Warriors 125-119. They looked great on the offensive end of the court as they consistently scored throughout that game. They will have to stay hot on that end of the floor in this one if they want to challenge the Cavs on the road. The Cleveland Cavaliers are entering this matchup after defeating the Dallas Mavericks 105-90. They were incredible on the defensive end of the court in that game as they held the Mavs to 39.2% shooting from the field. They will have to replicate that performance if they want to take care of business at home. The Pacers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games playing on 1 day's rest. The Cavaliers are 13-2-1 against the spread in their last 16 home games and 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 Friday games. The under is 6-2 in Pacers' last 8 road games. The under is 13-3 in Cavaliers' last 16 overall. The Pacers are 0-4-3 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Cleveland and 0-4-2 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The Pacers played an excellent overall game against the Golden State Warriors, winning 125-119 in part to Stephen Curry exiting with a shoulder injury. The win still counts, and they are a tough out for anyone in the Eastern Conference with their mix of young talent. Donovan Mitchell dominated for Cleveland in a 105-90 road win over the Dallas Mavericks Wednesday. They have been one of the best defensive clubs in the NBA this year. They are second in defensive rating and top 5 in rebounding percentage. They have dominated Indiana over the last 2 seasons, covering the spread in 5 of their last 6 meetings. Further, the Pacers have lost 11 of their last 12 games facing Central Division opponents, so the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Cavaliers are last in pace heading into this meeting at home against the Pacers. Cleveland had been playing lethargic after a strong start, thanks in part to 8 losses in the past 9 road games, including a surprising defeat at San Antonio. Cleveland had 4 consecutive road wins as part of an 8-1 start, but followed it up with 5 losses. They are more like their early season form at this point, with Jarrett Allen healthy again, and they will dominate the boards and limit the Pacers. Further, they are much better at home this year and will hold Indiana to under 100 points. The total number has gone under in 5 of Indiana's last 7 games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Golden State Warriors continue their road trip as they travel to the city of brotherly love to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Golden State comes in with 2 losses in a row and an awful record on the road. Philadelphia, meanwhile, has won 3 straight games and has moved up to 5th in the Eastern Conference standings. Looking at the betting trends, the Warriors are 6-18 against the spread in their last 24 road games, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games following a loss, and 9-23 against the spread in their last 32 road games against a team with a winning home record. The 76ers are 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 home games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 11-4 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Warriors are 3-12 against the spread in the last 15 meetings in Philadelphia. The Warriors are going to be shorthanded here as Stephen Curry is out while Draymond Green is listed as day-to-day. The 76ers have their own injuries as Tyrese Maxey is still out while Furkan Korkmaz is questionable due to an illness. The Golden State Warriors aren't playing well this week. They've been a mess on the road, and now they're without Curry for a couple of weeks. The Warriors lose on the road by an average of 8.5 points. The The Philadelphia 76ers are quietly stringing wins together, and they've covered 10 of their last 11 home games. The Warriors have been terrible on the road this season, and they're going to try to win without their best player. Yes, Poole and Thompson can light it up for the Warriors on any given night, but I have no choice but to go with the safer choice and lay the number with the 76ers at home. So the Philadelphia 76ers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Golden State is 0-3 in games without Steph this season. They averaged 104 points in those 3 games, which is alarming ahead of a game against a team like the 76ers. This team does like to push the tempo on the road. They have gone over the total in 10 of 15 games away from home, so that could be their recipe for tonight's game. Their road pace ranks 4th fastest in the league right now, so the 76ers will have their hands full here even if Golden State is down a couple of important players. The good news for us is that Philly is more than capable of responding after putting up 123, 131, and 133 points over their last 3 home games. James Harden's playmaking is at an elite level, while Joel Embiid is averaging almost 36 points per game at home this season. I expect a lot of points here. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Brooklyn Nets versus Toronto Raptors. This Friday, the Brooklyn Nets will travel to Toronto to take on the Toronto Raptors. Tip-off will be inside Scotiabank Arena. These two teams have already matched up 3 times this season, but the Nets walked away from their last meeting with a 114-105 win. The Brooklyn Nets are coming into this one after defeating the Washington Wizards 112-100. They were solid on the defensive end of the court, as they will have to continue applying pressure if they want to challenge the Raptors on the road. The Toronto Raptors are entering this matchup after falling to the Sacramento Kings 124-123. Toronto struggled on the defensive end of the court as they allowed the Kings to shoot 48.4% from the floor. They will have to contest more shots in this game if they want to give the Nets a run for their money at home. Looking at the betting trends, the Nets are 4-10-2 against the spread in their last 16 games against a team with a losing record and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games following a win of more than 10 points. The Raptors are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games following a loss and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall. The Nets are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Toronto, and the Nets are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall. The Nets could be shorthanded in the backcourt as Patty Mills and Seth Curry are both questionable for this one, while the Raptors will be missing Precious Achiuwa, Otto Porter Jr., and Og Anunoby. Toronto is struggling right now, in large part because they can't shoot well, and that is a problem with their lineup. The Raptors have built a long, lengthy team, but they don't have any key shooters, as Otto Porter Jr. was one of the better shooters but is out with an injury. The Nets, meanwhile, are a tough team to defend and can knock down shots at a high rate. We've also seen these two teams play 3 times this season, with Brooklyn winning all 3 games by a margin victory of 9. Toronto has also been known for its defense but has struggled as of late as they allowed 124 points to Sacramento and 111 and 113 points to the Magic. The Nets come into this one as one of the hottest teams in the league, while the Raptors are getting desperate for a win just to get their season back on track. The Brooklyn Nets are playing their best ball of the season right now, and I'm looking to back them whenever underdogs or soft favorites. This checks one of those boxes. The Toronto Raptors have been hit or miss all season long, and their defense continues to be an issue. The Nets have won 6 of the last 8 meetings against the Raptors, and that includes a 9-point win a couple of weeks ago. So the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. We have seen these two teams play 3 times, and all 3 times the defenses got the better of the offenses. In the 3 games, the games averaged 214 points per game, while Toronto is 14-14 in hitting the under, while Brooklyn is 17-12 in hitting the under. Along with that, the Raptors play at a pace of 98.6, which ranks 25th, while Brooklyn is playing at a pace of 100.9, which ranks 16th. Meanwhile, in Toronto's last 10 games, the games are averaging 222 points per game, while Brooklyn's last 10 games are averaging 225 points per game. However, when these two teams play, we have proof that the defenses can take advantage of these offenses. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.